The coronavirus disease may spread when people touch contaminated surfaces and then touch their face. Regular cleaning and disinfecting of surfaces that are frequent touch points helps to prevent disease spread. Every home is different, but common high-touch surfaces include door handles, tables and chairs, handrails, kitchen and bathroom surfaces, taps, light switches, phones, computers, and remote controls. Nurse and health educator Sabrina Bernard will share guidelines with you on general cleaning of all types of surfaces, including in the home and in the office, and the type of disinfectant that should be used.
Approved cleaning solutions used to clean surfaces: Lysol liquid, Lysol wipes, alcohol 70% and above, alcohol wipes 70% and above, 10 ounces of bleach in 1 gallon of water, or quarter cup bleach in 1 gallon of water. Surfaces that should be sanitized in the offices are office desks, chairs, keyboards, mouse, phones, printers, scanners, cubicles, doorknobs, and the light switch. For the home, tabletops and countertops, chairs, doorknobs, light switch, toilets, bathrooms, cupboard knobs and holders, and stair rails. How long do COVID-19 last on surfaces? On aluminum, 2 to 8 hours. On surgical gloves, 8 hours. On steel, 48 hours. On wood, 4 days. On glass, 4 days. On paper, 4 to 5 days. And on plastic, 5 days.
I did not imagine that the prayers of my country would have been answered so swiftly.
Vaccine. Under COVID pressure in we country, mentally, socially, economically. Look, we get a blessing rather quickly to bring us back to some kind of normalcy. Yes, you over 18. Take the vaccine to protect your family. Take the vaccine to safeguard the elderly. Take the vaccine to bring back with festivals. Take the vaccine. Take the vaccine. Take it. Take the vaccine. Need it. Take the vaccine. Take it. Take the vaccine. Need it.
This is a message from Tasha P. and the Health Promotion Unit of the Ministry of Health, Dominica.
Fellow Dominicans, residents, and friends, good evening. First of all, my sincere apologies for the late start. On Monday, August 3rd, 2021, I informed you of a growing cluster of COVID-19 cases. I also stated that based on the observations so far, the current COVID-19 virus is very contagious. As of today, August 6, 2021, there are 103 confirmed PCR-tested positive cases. And out of this 103, approximately 90% of the cases are unvaccinated. In addition, today 29 individuals have received positive antigen test results out of the 407 tested so far. And as we speak, testing is ongoing in Maho and Soufriere. These individuals are being taken to the government's isolation facility while they await the results of their PCR tests. An emergency powers curfew order SRO 19 of 2021 was put in place to limit activity and the movement of people. This order took effect from Monday, August 3rd, 2021. Most people have been complying, but there are some who continue to disregard the order and the protocols. We remind all residents to remain vigilant and adhere to the COVID-19 protocols. The government cannot contain the spread of this disease all by itself. Every resident must cooperate and act responsibly. We continue to have an increase in the number of cases, and our health officials have advised that additional measures must be put in place to contain the further spread of the virus and facilitate the investigation of contacts, including testing. Therefore, the President has approved an amendment to the Emergency Powers Order to impose a curfew for the entire weekend. The curfew will commence at 6 p.m. this evening, August 6, 2021, to Monday, August 9th, 2021 at 5 a.m. This will be an absolute curfew. Only essential workers, for example, nurses, doctors, police and fire officers, and those who provide services at the various public health facilities, airport and seaport workers, and people seeking urgent medical attention or a COVID-19 test, and travel in and out of the country will be allowed to be on the road. In short, everywhere will be closed this weekend except the government health facilities and the air and seaports. Testing will continue over the weekend at the following locations: the Windsor Park Sports Stadium on Sunday, August 7, 2021, and Sunday, August 8, 2021, from 9:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. for people in the Roseau Health District. The Esprit Murphy Health and Wellness Center in Maho on Saturday, August 7, from 9:30 a.m. Mont Prosper Health Center on Saturday, August 7, from 1 p.m. Point Michel Health Center on Sunday, August 8, 2021, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Campbell Health Center on Sunday, August 8, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Wharton Waven Trafalgar on Sunday, August 8, from 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. We regret that we have had to take this additional measure of the complete lockdown on this weekend. We also gave careful consideration to the timing of the announcements, having received the recommendation from the health officials this morning. This virus has no respect of age, class, gender, or political and religious affiliations. It is our duty to ensure that our people, particularly the vulnerable, are protected. I wish to remind us again how we got to this point. We as a country let our guard down. Some people came in illegally. We dropped our guard with the parties and fetes and limes. Too many of us have not been wearing our masks, and too many of us are not vaccinated. As I said earlier, out of the 103, about 90% of those persons are unvaccinated. So it is clear that vaccination is helping in the fight against COVID-19. We have seen the implications of our actions and inactions. Let us accept what has transpired and move forward, understanding the role of each of us in containing what has been a very deadly virus across the world, including the Caribbean. One death would be too many for us in Dominica. Meanwhile, I remind all Dominicans to stay at your home this weekend unless you are getting tested. If you need a drink, as I know some of you do from time to time, drink with your people whom you live with. Wash your hands often. If you may have been exposed, isolate yourself from your family and get tested. If you're having symptoms, call the hotline at 448-2151, 448-2153, 448-2156, 611-4325, or 1-800-219. We again appeal to all unvaccinated adults to get vaccinated. Vaccines are available at the district centers island-wide. This afternoon, I can say to you, we received 12,000 AstraZeneca vaccines from the government of the United Kingdom, and we thank them for this. Very grateful for this donation. And we already have some Sinopharm vaccines on island. Vaccination reduces, as I've said, the likelihood of contracting and transmitting the virus, and also reduces the likelihood of becoming seriously ill. If you become infected with the virus, you will not get seriously ill. And we are seeing this here in our country, Dominica. Again, I urge you to speak to your children, your parents, relatives, friends, co-workers, and neighbors. Encourage them to comply with all the protocols so that we could return to normal operation within the shortest possible time. Let us get tested. It is by testing we know of the extent of the challenge which we have, and we can arrest this situation in the quickest possible time. As I said sometime earlier today, I have provided all of the resources to the Ministry of Health that it has requested of the government to ensure that we have what it takes to fight this. Human resources, financial resources. We have ordered some 14,000 additional antigen tests, and the whole idea, and some other equipment and supplies, and the whole idea is to expose as many people as possible in this country to a test, because by testing, we will know where we stand. I am confident that we will overcome this challenge, but it will require all of us in this country to give our support and lend our support. Let us not get ourselves involved in any internecine unnecessary chatter. We have a situation that we should not dwell on, but to deal with going forward. And that is the commitment which we give to you as a government. I want to thank all those who were involved in the various elements of our fight, those who are doing the contact tracing, which can be a tedious task, those who are doing the testing, and such wonderful people doing the testing for us. Very committed and dedicated, working from 9 a.m. in the morning, till evening time. They're still testing in Mao, they're still testing in Soufriere. Wonderful people. The folks who are manning the COVID centers. And what we have done is that we have separated the asymptomatic patients from the symptomatic patients. And now, so we have greater capacity to accommodate those who are ill. So we put in the resources in there, and we have also discharged some folks from the quarantine facility, those who were tested negative. They have a wristband, each of them. And I'm saying to them, the police has all of the names in their respective communities. And if they are seen outside, they'll be arrested. they'll be arrested. And it's important that we all walk with our IDs when we're going out, especially those of us who will be doing the testing tomorrow, and also walk with your vaccination cards. You know, let us do what we have to do. We have been through challenges before. This one is unprecedented, but we are seeking to be equal to the challenge. But we can only achieve the desired objective of arresting the situation if our people follow the guidelines. This is not, we don't have to feel bad if we have COVID-19. Our families will grieve if we die. You know, if you know that you were in contact with somebody who has been tested positive, come forward. If you are feeling unwell, so for example, somebody messaged me earlier to say that they were feeling unwell, I said, stay where you are, call the doctor, call the health center. That person was tested and person came back positive. So any flu-like symptoms which you have, please stay home and call. It's important for us to get tested, you know, because if we don't, then we can continue spreading the virus. Again, there's a huge debate on vaccines as to whether we will make vaccines mandatory. I'm not engaging myself in that discussion. But if we are concerned about our fellow men, if we're concerned about our families and the safety of our families, then we're doing the right thing to get vaccinated. So let us continue to pray that the good Lord will continue to protect our country, our beautiful country, and give us the strength and the fortitude and the courage to overcome this challenge. Let us stay focused, my friends. God bless you, and I really want to thank all of you who have been coming out to get tested. We have the new facilities at the Windsor Park, and the nurses are happy. The clients also are comfortable. We have staff, and we'll be opening from 7 a.m. You get registered, and we offer you water to drink while you wait. And I'm really grateful for the orderliness in which we have been coming out to get tested. And the numbers are not bad. Obviously, we'd like it to be improved. But so far, so good in respect to people coming out and cooperating and getting tested. But very importantly, those of you who are feeling unwell, please call the hotlines. And those of you who know that you were in contact with anybody, whether it's remotely or otherwise, please come forward. We need to know who is out there carrying this virus. And of course, we'll be rolling out a vaccination plan. You can get vaccines at the various health centers, and the Ministry of Health will announce further additional centers where you were able to get vaccinated. So let's do what we have to do for ourselves. Let's do what we have to do for our families. Let's do what we have to do for our country. And I know that there's been some WhatsApp voice notes going around saying that Skerrit has COVID and so forth. I thank God I do not have it. But as I've said to the country before, I am fully vaccinated, and I've been subjecting myself to regular testing just to rule out, because you interact with so many people from all over the country, and just to be on the safe side, to protect myself and to protect my family, I have to get tested, even if I am fully vaccinated. Okay, but 90% of the people who are in the COVID centers today are unvaccinated. And I'm hoping that we take note of this, that vaccination does help, and we have to get vaccinated and get tested. So again, I want to thank all of the wonderful people working in the government system, in the health system, the front line, the back end people. There are many people in the back doing a wonderful job. We do have wonderful people in the country who are conscientious and who are determined to help the country get out of this. And I am personally very confident that we'll get out of this quickly, but we can get out of it quicker if we have the full cooperation of all of us. So full curfew from tonight until Monday morning, 5 a.m. I'm telling you, if you're on the streets, you get arrested. And you need to walk with your vaccination card, and you need to walk with your ID if you're going to get tested. Okay, once you're going to get tested, you'll be finding the police. Okay, you'll be finding the police. But otherwise, we do not want to have a fella on the streets, because we have to all of us work together to contain the spread of the virus. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Let us keep safe. Let us engage ourselves in constructive engagements and discussion. You know, let us do what we have to do for our country. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. And maybe it might be a good opportunity for all of you to get some rest. Thank you. Good night.